today how to make paella. It's a traditional Spanish dish, and this was taught to me by a very old lady when I was working in a restaurant in Barcelona, where I live now. So it's a very interesting paella because it's different from the other ones you've seen around. It's very tasty. We'll just start for the first step, which is a sofrito, it's called. It's a base for the paella to make it colorful. A lot of people think that they use other types of ingredients like coloring, but we like it to make the color and the taste based on tomato, like here, capsicum, red and green. It has some garlic as well and onions. We don't put anything else because salt and pepper is at the end. We just went shopping for all the ingredients we need for the paella. So basically you need, we're making a mixed paella, so it has a base of stock of fish stock, and then it has some chicken and pork. Mussels, you usually do one per person, and then we have some prawns. Then we have one important thing, of course, is the rice. This rice is called bomba, and it's the one that's used for paella and arroz a la valenciana. If you don't find anything like this, you can also use the arboreo, which is the Italian type of rice. Then we have some squid. We buy the squid as a whole and then we chop it. So this is a good piece for a 6-people paella. We usually need one head of a fish. Today we just found eel, which it's good enough for the stock, and we also found a big head of a crayfish, which would be very nice for this one. Okay. So then we have the meat, a little chicken. This is a good size, and it's also one piece per person. So for 6 you need 6 of these. And then we have pork. If you go to a butcher, you can ask him to cut this out. So after a while, this takes about half an hour to 45 minutes in very low heat, as we said before. Now we turn it off and we wait till it cools down a little bit, and we make a mash like sauce. So this part of the paella, it's making one of the other ingredients that we use, which is a fish stock, and we're using one crayfish head, eel that we bought in the supermarket. This was the cheapest fish we found, white fish, so it's not as oily. And then we put some vegetables. You don't have to buy this. If you have any at home, like leftovers of onions and parsley and some just bits of pieces of what you find in the fridge. So high heat until it starts boiling a little bit, and then turn it down. And then after that, it's about 5 to 10 minutes afterwards. So we get all the flavor from the fish, and then turn it off. And now we're making a picada, it's called, and it's something we use to stir fry all our ingredients. The base of this is garlic and parsley. We used a flat leaf parsley, but this one it's the one that we found in the supermarket, which is good enough as well. Now, so we make like a sauce with the parsley and the garlic and the oil. Okay, we are in another location now, the place that we're making the paella. So the prep that we did before, we're taking it here, the stock, the sofrito, and the picada. Then now we're just preparing one of the things that we have as an ingredient, which is a squid. So we need to clean it. Take everything out like this, and it has a spine in the middle. And then we peel it. Very easy to take the skin out. After this, we're gonna chop it, and then we just cut them like 1 centimeter. This is the part of the tail of the squid. It has a small tail like this. 1/1 of the meat. So we use the picada to cook everything. We do this until everything is kind of brown. It doesn't have to be all cooked through, because then we're gonna be 20 minutes boiling with the rice. So you know, just to have it a bit of brown on it.
Nice audience there, Paula. Lots of hungry people.
Okay, so now we're doing the squid first before the rice. Okay, so while it's cooking, we're gonna measure our rice. Usually we use 1 little cup per person, and a little bit more. We have this nice squid cooked with the garlic and the parsley. And before we start pouring the stock, we have to add our sofrito. This should be very hot, and you have to check your rice. It's ready to get some stock in when it's very hot to touch, so you just have to touch it a little bit. I put the stock in. So now we're gonna put in a nice way, so we can separate kind of servings. Everyone gets 1 piece each. So as you see, this meat is not cooked yet, but it will get cooked during the cooking of the rice. So then we put the mussels. Now that it's boiling, everything is boiling, we're gonna put the prawns on. We bought big prawns like this. So the important thing about the paella is that all the heat is even everywhere. Now it's boiling, so we just wait about 10 minutes just to boil and then put it down. Because it's a nice day, we're doing this in a barbecue, but you can also do it in a stove, on top of the stove. So now it's about to be ready. We see that there's not a lot of stock left. The rice is cooked. You have to try it anyway. Okay, so now we're gonna serve it.